Voice Detective Ace. Friend. Come on, Ace. It's time to leave already. Ace. Haha. Don't be such a killjoy. Friend. Wave goodbye to the tiger at least. Ace. That's enough. Just because my little cousin acts like a toddler doesn't mean I have to. Friend. Maybe you should try being a kid once in a while. Go on, have some fun for once. Applause in the background. Parent. By Ace. And Mark, make sure you share that candy with your brother. Don't scarf it all down yourself. Mark. Okay. Okay. I won't be greedy. Music builds slightly. Guide at Zoo. Here we have the crown jewel of our zoo, His Majesty, the Royal Bengal Tiger. Visitor. No photographs allowed. Why not? Guide. Because flashes and noises disturb them. Visitor. Really? Tigers are shot at in the wild. How could a little click in broad daylight bother them? Guide. Rules are rules. Guard. Hey, you there? Stop. No photos. Mark. Oops. Come on, Ace. Time to go. Music transition. Friend. Wow. You really do like waving to tigers. Look at you. Congratulations, you're finally acting like a kid. Ace. Mark. I need you to go back to the zoo, but not as a cop. Mark. Wait, what? Why me? And why can't you go yourself? Ace. Because the security guard might recognize me and make a scene. Too embarrassing. Mark. What did you do this time? Ace. Not me, my cousin. Anyway, I need info. I'll be attending a seminar while you're snooping. Mark. No way. I'm not doing anything until you tell me what's really going on. Ace. Fine. Look at these pictures. My cousin took this tiger photo last year, and this one just 2 days ago. Notice anything? Mark. They're different tigers. The stripe patterns don't match. Ace. Exactly. So where did the first tiger go? I checked every local newspaper over the past year. No mention of a tiger dying. No story about the zoo getting a new one either. And that tiger is supposed to be the pride of the entire city. Mark. Why don't we just arrest the tiger keeper? Ace. Because he won't talk. Just do as I say. Visit the zoo quietly. Music transition. Crowd applause. Announcer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the world-renowned wildlife conservationist, Surrendal Rivers. Rivers, friends, fellow environmentalists, for too long, we've taken far more from nature than we've ever given back. Poachers are finding it harder these days to harm animals, but we must do more. In just the past 2 years, our zoo has rescued over 1,000 animals. But we need a much larger sanctuary, 2,000 acres, to give tortured and wounded creatures a true safe haven. I've pledged $20 million of my own money to this dream. And here is a check for $5 million as my first contribution. Applause grows loud. Audience, thank you, Mr. Rivers. Music fades lower. Assistant whispering to Ace. Our contacts overseas replied, you were right. We should alert the chief. Ace, absolutely. We need to bring those animals back safely and bust this trafficking ring. Chief. Ace, this is all on your hunch. Mark. No, Chief, it's called careful observation and deduction. He's right, Chief. Fine, but how do we recover the animals without tipping off the smugglers? Ace. We move while they're distracted. I'll tell you when the moment's right. Scene shift. Night, quiet street. Man with limp. Who are you? How did you find me? And why are you holding that lamp? Ace. I've read about you. You were with the wildlife rescue team in India. You jumped on a poacher's net to save a tigress and she bit off part of your leg. But it startled the hunters long enough for the rescue squad to catch them. Man. Sanders. I love tigers more than life itself. But what do you want from me? Ace. I know you're the tiger caretaker at the zoo. I also know the tiger there isn't the same as before. Where did the original go? Sanders. I don't know what you're talking about. Ace. This your family, your wife, parents, and son. Special forces are protecting them right now. Cooperate and we keep them safe. Refuse and our team walks away. Sanders shaken. How? How do you know all this? Ace. A man who loves tigers wouldn't stay silent unless his loved ones were being threatened. Who's running this racket? Sanders. I don't know. They just called and warned me not to talk. But there's one person, Ace. I already know who that is. How much do you know about the other exotic animals? Sanders. Nothing, I only care for the tiger. But I can check. I'll watch the other caretakers, see who looks too happy, or too guilty. Either they've been bribed or threatened. Same as me. Ace. Good. And track exactly how much food is ordered for every enclosure, and the real operating costs. Give me 3 days. Mark teasing. Ace, you talking about feelings. So there's a heart under all that logic after all. Ace. Never trust feelings. Mark. Trust the money. That's where the truth always hides. Ace. I know how to catch them during the next shipment. We'll need someone with a patent one that can whine on command. Late night at the vet's house. Owner crying. Please doctor, my dog's been whining nonstop for 2 days. You're the zoo vetcher, my last hope. Vet, it's late. Take him to an animal hospital. Owner, I can't wait. He's my baby. I'll die if something happens to him. Vet, fine, bring him in. Cut to airport. Reporter. Mr. Surrendel Rivers, you're leaving on a world tour to raise money for your giant wildlife sanctuary. How much have you raised so far, officer? Mr. Rivers, you're under arrest. Rivers. What is this madness? Bystanders whispering. Did you see that? Chief, Mr. Rivers, also known as Mr. Muscles, you're being charged with illegal trafficking of exotic animals. Rivers. Nonsense. On what proof? Ace. We intercepted your latest shipment of orangutans at 3 in the morning. That's how. Remember the tiger photos? Different animal. We followed the money and spoke to your staff. Flashback scene. Ace at zoo. Ace to a caretaker. Sorry to intrude, just wanted to meet the heroes who dedicate their lives to animals. Caretaker. Thank you, but we each care for only one species, so our animals bond with us. I never go near the tiger cage, for example, or my deer would smell it on me and panic. Mr. Rivers personally hired all of us. Ace narrating. Sanders' records confirmed his innocence. Other caretakers checked out too. But there was one man who saw every animal, regularly the vet. If anyone knew which animals were being switched, it was him. Vet struggling. Let go of me. You can't prove anything. Ace really. How does a zoo vet afford luxury paintings and gold worth hundreds of thousands? Vet family heirlooms. Ace bought in the last 5 years. With cash, you were Rivers' inside man. Chief, the scheme was perfect: import endangered species under rescue permits, then quietly ship them out under the excuse of transfer to sanctuaries. Replace them with the next illegal catch. Meanwhile, line your pockets with fake invoices, food supplies, medicine, maintenance contracts you secretly own. Ace, how much was that tiger worth? Rivers, $1 million. Mark, how did you know the orangutans would be moved that night? Ace, when I noticed their caretaker acting nervous and guilty, I knew a shipment was coming. We kept surveillance round the clock. I figured they'd move the animals during regular truck runs. I was right. Chief, I can't believe this trafficking empire was running inside my city zoo. Take him away. Mark. Ace, you nailed it again. Muscles will rot in prison for life. What's eating you now? Ace, because Rivers isn't the only criminal. The real villains are the buyers, the people who treat living creatures as trophies or pets or status symbols. They should be crated up, dragged across the world, locked in cages. Maybe then they'd understand the hell they'd put these animals through. Mark. Ace, hey, come back. Music swells. Voiceover. Maybe we can still do our part to make a difference.